in Ames, which is far away from where the cameras would go. Roger?
Yeah, that's right. The city council will be meeting tonight, but it will be by Zoom, we should say. You think of the Visa riots, Dan, in the past. That's the reason why they might need the cameras. But I talked to the Ames police today. They say they're interested in the cameras for things which may not always be a lead story.
We've investigated several very serious assaults in the past on Welch Avenue where we were never able to identify a suspect. We may get a description of a white male who's 18 to 19 years old, and they fled the area. And so it's very hard for us then to go back to those families and tell them that there's not much we can do in those investigations.
Yeah, one of the things involved in this, Jason Tuttle of the Ames Police told me that the issue initially was where were these cameras, where were the servers going to be housing them, at the university or the city? Well, Police Chief Jeff Huff met with the student government about this, and the student government gave them their okay for the city and police to use them housing the servers in the city. But they would not be monitored 24/7, only on major days like maybe say an Iowa State football game. But one student I talked to had a concern.
I definitely think there's some benefits to it. There's a lot of that goes on with breaking of bottles and different dangerous things, of people leaving bars all angry and getting kicked out and stuff like that. But I definitely think that there's a little bit to worry about of invasion of privacy. As you know, this is kind of considered drunk highway right here. So there's a lot of people that are walking along, and I think that a lot of people would be offended about the invasion of privacy that would be going on there.
We have had people in some of our members express that, but we think overall the benefits far outweigh the detriment.
And that was the Campus Town Action Association, a lot of the 40-some businesses that do business there in Campus Town. Ames Mayor John Hala, I talked to him just briefly today. He said student government has approved this twice, this plan. And basically the cameras, there'd be 5 cameras. A couple down at Lincoln Way in Welch, one mid-block, and then a couple up by the clock tower on Chamberlain, basically watching that 100 block of Welch Avenue, which seems to be over the years is where the most problems take place, Dan.
More cameras than just Roger Riley's covering Ames. It's really something to think about. Thanks so much, Roger.